Hello and welcome to Digital Classes on YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. I am Mrs. Paul and this lecture of mine is for the students of class 11. Children, we are doing a lesson in prose, The Portrait of a Lady by Khushwant Singh. We have already done few paragraphs. Today we are going to do the sixth paragraph of the lesson. Now, here in this lesson, the author is describing to us and he is giving the readers a detail of how his grandmother looked, what was she like, what were the way she carried herself, how would she do all her household chores, how would she take care of the author. And one thing is very important in this lesson, that is that the author has described a three-phase relationship with his grandmother. Phase 1 was when his parents had moved to the city and they left the author in the village with his grandmother. At that point of time, when the author was very young, his grandmother was actually taking care of him, and she was like a mother to him, and she used to wake him up early in the morning, she used to get him ready, and she used to give him breakfast and take him to school. She also accompanied the author to the school, and she was taking very good care of him. The second phase of the author's relationship with his grandmother has been described by him, and he says that in the second phase, when he was called by his parents to live in the city, both he and his grandmother, there came a drastic change between the relationship of the author and his grandmother. And then in the last phase, he says, when he was a big boy and when he was young enough and when he went abroad to study, then his relationship became very distinct. So he has given the readers a portrait of his grandmother. Portrait here means the word picture, by means of his description, by means in which he has explained in minute details what she used to wear, how she used to look, what was her face like, where once he has said her face was a crisscross of wrinkles, wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. She used to wear white clothes, spotless white clothes, and her lock were white, so she was an expanse of white beauty. So he has compared her. He's saying she was very beautiful, but he could never imagine her to be very young and pretty, as to him she was always very old, because ever since he had his memories of his childhood, he has seen his grandmother as a very, very old woman. So today we will read the sixth paragraph of the lesson. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. Sent for us means they called us. The parents called both the grandmother and the author, Khushwant Singh, to come and live in the city with them. That was a turning point in our friendship. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. That is, he was there with his grandmother, but because now he came to the school and she was not accompanying him, so his relationship became a little different. And he is mentioning this word has been used in italicized alphabets, and he's saying this was a turning point in the relationship of the author with his grandmother. And he's saying, I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. There were no dogs in the streets, and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. Now, first of all, she was not coming with the author. She wasn't coming to drop him to the school, and because now he was going to school by a motor bus, he was going to a good school. And previously, when the author has mentioned to us that his grandmother used to carry stale chapatis to feed the wild dogs which they found on the street. They met the wild dogs and she used to feed them. Now here in the city there were no dogs on the streets, so she started feeding the sparrows because she had love for animals. So she started feeding the sparrows in the courtyard of the city house. Now here the author has mentioned a word, the turning point. This was the turning point of my relationship with my grandmother. What does this refer to? It refers to the point where the relationship of the author with his grandmother changes drastically after they move to the city house. All right, now let's go back to the other paragraph. As the years rolled by, as the years rolled by means as the years passed, we saw less of each other, means his relationship became more distinct. For some time, she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. I would tell her words and little things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, Archimedes' principles, the world being round, etc. This made her unhappy. Why? I will explain you later. She could not help me with my lessons. She did not believe in the things they taught at the English school and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and scriptures. This was the reason why she was unhappy. Now, when he was going to a good English school, when he came back from school, he used to talk to his grandmother about what was taught in the school. What were the different subjects that were being taught to him? They were the laws of gravity, that is the gravitational force, or the principles of Archimedes. He was taught about the world being round and so many other things. He was talking about science, he was talking about geography to his grandmother, discussing every little thing that he came to learn in the school. And she was surprised and she was not very happy with the idea that they were not teaching anything about God, and she did not believe in this, and which is why she was a little distressed. One day I announced that we were given music lessons. One day he came and he told everybody in the house that now they will be given lessons in music. She was very disturbed. This was something that she could not swallow, that she couldn't digest. This was something that was beyond her tolerance. And why this is so? Why is this a drastic change? If today we say that we have a subject and we go to school and we learn, and definitely we do teach music these days to children, but then what was wrong about it? It was her way of looking at things. It was her ideology, as she thought music was something which had lewd associations. That is, she considered music to be something that was very bad, and it was something that shouldn't have been discussed and shouldn't have been taught to children. And she thought that these were lewd associations with either prostitutes or beggars, so people who were not good and did not have a good reputation in society. Those kind of women who are said to be society women, they were the ones who were indulged in music. So she was really very much against this thing, and he is saying it was the monopoly of harlots and beggars and not meant for gentle folk. That is, she thought it was her ideology. She thought that it was something that should not have been in the curriculum of schools and should not have been taught to good children. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. She was quiet. She didn't say anything, but this was something which was beyond her tolerance, and she just was quiet about it. She rarely talked to me after that. What he's saying now, he has said, as I already mentioned, that his relationship was changing in different phases. So this was the turning point. Now he says that now, after having heard this, that I was being taught music, I means the author was being taught music, then onwards she did not prefer to talk to him, and he's saying she rarely talked to me after that. So this is the detailed explanation, children. You will make your notes, and you will post your answers to me on the WhatsApp group. I will meet you in my next lesson. Up till then, take care. Goodbye, children.